who are your top 5 quarterbacks for week 17?
So I got Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes. I have Jalen Hurts number 3 right now, assuming he returns, and then Justin Fields and Justin Herbert.
I got Allen, Mahomes, Fields, Burrow, and Kirk Cousins, number 5.
Wow, Kirk Cousins, nice.
All right, who you high on?
I'm high on Aaron Rodgers in that Kirk Cousins game. He's my QB9 to open the week. And as we saw, Daniel Jones came through for us last week with a big game against the Vikings defense. They have now allowed 300 or more passing yards in 8 of the last 10 games. Rodgers, of course, he has yet to clear that this year, but he should be able to, finish closer to his ceiling at least. And Green Bay right now, they have the 3rd highest team total of the week. So this is mainly just his upside of getting, 2 or more passing touchdowns. This rank also does depend if Christian Watson is able to suit up this week. If he's ruled out, I'll probably bump Rodgers down a bit. So this is certainly pending Watson's status this week.
Yeah, that Vikings defense does not
Oh God.
I am high on Cousins. As I mentioned, I have ETR QB7. I like him as a top 5 quarterback this week. You look at his past 3 games, thrown at least he's thrown 425, then he went for 460, another 299, and 3 scores last week. So this Vikings team is throwing. I think they want to get Justin Jefferson that record. So this Green Bay defense doesn't scare me too much. I think Tua, part of what happened in the second half was him being concussed because he just threw a couple passes right to Green Bay. But they're weak on the ground, and I think they'll give up some through the air to Cousins as well, in what should be a pretty high scoring game.
Yeah, and man, getting TJ Hawkinson at midseason trade was just massive. He is such a beast. So, I mean, just him being there raises Cousins' floor and ceiling massively.
Yep. All right, who are you low on?
I'm low on our boy Geno Smith, man. He faces the Jets this week, so he's my QB 15. The ECR, for some reason, he's QB 11. I just don't see how he would be a QB 1 option this week. Like I said, this is a tough matchup against a very good Jets defense. So Geno could struggle this week, especially if Tyler Lockett's unable to return this week. I guess he's tentatively expected to return, but if he's out, I'm going to be even lower on Geno. Seattle will probably lean on Kenneth Walker and the run game heavily again, like they did last week. So, Geno's more of a QB2 option this week. Either way, but this final rank is certainly going to depend on the status of Tyler Lockett.
Yeah, it's been a struggle for Geno, but this is a tough matchup either way. I'm low on Derek Carr. Derek Carr really been struggling. I mentioned he got bailed out a couple weeks ago by that Cleveland Cole touchdown that shouldn't have been a touchdown, but his numbers would look even worse. He's thrown for under 175 yards in 2 of the last 3 weeks. And on the year, he's kind of in the QB 15 range, but trending down. So, in this matchup, Derek Carr against the 49ers, probably the best defense at this point.
Yes.
Because Denver's kind of fallen off there. So just not a spot I'm looking to have anything to do with Derek Carr here. All right, what are we doing for the prop?
So let's go with Trevor Lawrence. He's a tough projection right now because they face the Texans. Obviously he'll be efficient, but just curious how high you have him projected. Right now I have his passing yard set at 240.5. Are you over or under that?
I'll go over. Because look at Trevor Lawrence, and I think the defenses he really struggles against are kind of more man coverage defenses. And the Texans, they haven't been allowing a ton of passing yards, but one thing they do is they do play a lot of zone. So I do think Trevor Lawrence can get over that one in this one. In last game, against the Jets, he only had, I think, 229 yards, but he was lucky to get that many because, first of all, it was a good defense, but second of all, the weather kind of deteriorated as the game progressed. So I think in a better matchup here against the Houston Texans in a controlled environment, I think he should be able to get over that number.